So there's always something going on in Christian hip-hop, and usually a lot of it goes down on Twitter. I know for some of you YouTube people, you don't even have Twitter, and that's probably a good thing, but Christian hip-hop had a massive discussion about the N-word and the use of it. Most of this happened while I was asleep, and I live in New Zealand on the other side of the world, so time zones are way out. So shout out to the crew who compiled a lot of the tweets. Some of them deleted now, so go and check them out. I'll link their new channel in the description, and then there's also some other tweets that I found that are related to it. So Lauren, it's kind of funny, this is like the third video that he's been mentioned in now. Yeah, he was the Christian rapper that left the faith that I talked about maybe a couple of weeks ago now. All respect to him. I actually remember seeing the original tweet where he used the N-word in it. I don't know if that's up anymore, but anyway, he said Latino and former Blood gang member, and people are shocked I say the N-word. And then someone said to Lauren, I haven't been tripping about you leaving the faith or anything of the such. I just wanted to know why you saying the N-word so calmly. And then Derek Miner said a lot of people don't understand the Afro-Caribbean connection outside of MIA in New York. Bats even chimed in kind of. He said, no way we defending this, I'm disappointed. Derek Miner said, it'll make sense if you're ever in New York or Florida. Different culture up there. The black struggle is global. It's people in Cuba, Puerto Rico, darker than us. You'll never see them on TV because of colorism and white standards of beauty. Chris Burnett said, with that logic, we should just let it slide everywhere because they're all technically African, right? Lauren said, our food African, my great-grandma African, our music is African, our slang is African. In a lot of ways, very sadly, we're more connected to African culture than African American. But yes, we're not all the same. Ted Cruz, lol that man white AF to me. Derek Miner said, I don't know about more African. I don't think more African is a thing. DJ Michael comes into the discussion. He says, if you didn't grow up in a major city, but grew up in rural South, we grew up very different, and that's okay. Your worldview, regardless of how popular it is or how many people around you agree, isn't law. People grow up different. Let's learn from each other. And then Erin Knight chimed in. If you didn't know her, she does a lot of behind the scenes stuff for some of your favorite Christian rappers. My Truth About Indie Tribe video would have came out a lot later if it wasn't for her, so shout out her. She said, yo, I've been a black woman my whole life. Before y'all could even spell the word, I was dealing with the pain that comes with having black skin as a child. Your privilege is showing. Sit this one out, beloved. Your feelings about this don't disrupt the fact. Appropriating black culture is so normalized that my words feel like an attack. That's not the intention, but it's indicative of how deep the problem is. I don't care if your black friends let you say it. I literally know men who have known their friends were predators and let it slide. Does that make it right? Make it make sense. And she replies to a tweet from King Chav. Let me keep it a buck. Only time I ever really see the Afro-Latinx conversation is when we're discussing hip-hop and saying N-word. When the negatives of being black happen, I don't see that same energy. Derek Miner said, I think this is true for some but not all. It's just some Afro-Latinx people dark as us. I just don't think we can broad brush that experience. It's messy though. Josh over here said everyone want to be a N-word until it's time to be an N-word. Erin Knight said to Derek Miner, no sir, I'm specifying white Latinos who only assert their ethnicity as a means to use the word. If you are black, you're black, and that's visible. Race is a construct based on color. And then Derek said, yeah, we're on the same page here, can't be hopping sides when it's convenient. Lauren replied to King Chav's original tweet as well. Even Dayton had his thing to say. There's a lot to read here, and I'll probably bore you guys. Go and check out Dayton's reply. He gives a whole lot of history on the start of hip-hop and stuff. No big deal. Even replied to King Chav's tweet with this meme of Russell Westbrook. What do I have to say on it? Not much, honestly. It's not really a discussion that I have really any input on. I'm not African American. I live on the other side of the world. I think it is an interesting discussion for Christian hip hop to have. What do you guys think?